So I have a 7-hour drive, so I'm going to tell you guys a little story. I've done a a handful of ayahuasca healing ceremonies, or circles, we'll call them. And one of them, at one point, I was so sad. I was so fucking sad. I was crying and crying and crying for what seemed like an hour, and I just couldn't stop, and I didn't know why I was crying. And all of a sudden there was this voice in my head that was my voice, but it wasn't my voice, but it was my voice. And it said, "Stacy, it's okay to ask for help." And within probably like a minute maybe, one of the guides, one of the shamans was over and talking me through some stuff and whatnot. And at one point I looked up at her and I said, "How many times do we have to do this?" I was just fucking tired. And she said, and what's funny is I knew what she was going to say before she said it. And then she said it, and I knew what she said. There's a quote by Ram Dass, and it goes, "If there is a mountain that is 6 miles high, 6 miles wide, 6 miles deep, and a bird flew by that mountain one time every 100 years with a silk scarf in its beak, by the time it takes to wear down that mountain is how long we've been doing this." And I just went, ugh. It was like I just needed to hear that, and that was that. Anyway, billions of things happen during your ayahuasca journeys, billions. You can't, I couldn't even justifully try to explain it. It just, anyway, you just have to experience it for yourself when and if it's on your heart. So there's that. But then I sat in one a couple days ago, actually, and fucking profound. Oh my god. Anyway, I realized, well, a whole lot of stuff, and I remembered a whole lot of stuff, as far as who I am, why I'm here, my mission, all that, my purpose, me. But I realized, I was like, oh my god, it makes so much sense why for so long I felt so tired. Like, I didn't know why. Like, and not just like I need to take a nap tired, right? And for so long I was pushing against the moment. I was resisting the moment that I'm in, the only moment. And I was resisting it. I was trying to control it. I was trying to I was trying. That's, I mean, that's that. And oh my god, just the embodiment of like this moment. There's only this moment, and I've talked this before. I've preached this shit, but there is only this moment, and you are a vessel, and you are here because your soul chose you to be here to create through. And by doing that, you gotta be present. You have to be present in this moment. Anyway, that's that. I'll have more stories in a bit, but I hope everybody's having a good morning. To add to this story, though, and kind of top it off, the next morning, after this particular journey, that same guide came up to me and she was like, "Stacy, I need to tell you something." She was like, "Last night I heard you asking for help." I never said I need help.